it's been a while since we've given you any kind of correspondence, whether that's been through email or video, and so we just thought we'd give you a little bit of update what's going on and where things are at before we head off to Canada for our home assignment in September. We just got home 2 nights ago from a week at an orphanage in Curitiba, where we've been working for, I think it's been 8 years now, and we spend a week in July there just hanging out with the kids, playing games and having fun and building relationships. And these last 2 years, actually, we've partnered together with a local Bible college where they have a gap year program that we take along for that week for them just to hang out and play with the kids. And so this week was just a wonderful time to hang out and to be with them. And it gave us a little bit of a rest from construction and from working with the retreats that we normally do. And we're a bit tired, but they often say too, a change is as good as a rest. And so we had a bit of a change this last week, and it was just really fulfilling.
Our annual week at the orphanage is always a time for us to, I think, to put our life into perspective and to be grateful for what we do have. We're so grateful for all the kids we meet, and this year we met about 40 new kids. There was 5 or 6 of them that have been there a while that we know better, but we just met a lot of new kids, and these kids are so desperate for that 1 minute of your personal time, that touch, that hug. When you hear the stories, you're literally brought to tears, and you wonder how they can even make it, how they can survive. And it just helps us to rethink the idea that we are God's adopted children and that He chose us, and these kids so desperately want to be chosen. For me, this was my first year out of the kitchen. Scott took over the kitchen, so that gave me some time to be out and about more with the kids. And just for me, it was a lovely time to love those that the society is going to say are unlovable, and to handle them in a way that is Christ-like. It was a very, very good experience for me.
Construction site on the things that we're doing, we've been able to complete a number of steps that we've been waiting for a while. Our dining hall, which is about just over 2,000 square feet, we were able to get the tile put in there, and that's just been huge for us. And a few other little details that have been happening for us with just the general construction. And so it's just been a lot of fun to see those things happen and be finished.
Officially 150 days away from summer camp, our first summer camp at Quest, which makes us really excited, but also nervous, and we have so much preparation to do yet. We see a lot of advances which encourage us, but one thing that was really encouraging for us was that we had our staff retreat here a couple of weekends ago, and our staff chose the theme for summer camp, which is going to be Expedition, exploring life with Christ. And they just thought with the new situation, the new trails, the new place, everything, it's sort of like an expedition, and a quest and an expedition close enough. And so that's what we're going to do, and the staff is super excited about planning this theme for the kids come summer. Before that, though, we, Quest, are hosting our 3rd marriage retreat, which is already full and ready to go in mid-August. And we also have our women's retreat in November, which Carol will be hosting this year because Scott and I will be in Canada. Besides that, we still have, I think, 5 retreats to speak at until the end of November. So there's a lot happening. Besides the weekend retreats, we are also doing the construction during the week. So please keep us in mind in your prayers for strength and for energy, for creativity, for a lot of wisdom as we do all these work. We're very excited that Dwayne is joining us next week, and he's going to be with us for 3 weeks. That extra set of hands is going to be priceless for us. So thanks, Dwayne, for coming out and saving us again.
One of the other things that we've been working on over the last little while is the landscaping. It took pretty much a week for the big drought to get a lot of the dirt moved and to make the plateaus that he did. For those of you that have been here, you know how steep our land is, and now as you can see in the video and in the pictures of how we've been able to make plateaus. And so we have a small soccer field now, we have a place for our parking lot, we have a place where we can do some other games. We're hoping to set up tetherball, 9 square, maybe some ladder ball, things like that where the kids can play and have a lot of fun. So it's just been a huge step ahead for us as well. It's been a bit of a cost. We've spent about $12,000 on the landscaping, which has been maybe a little bit more than what we had first anticipated, but we know that God has all of that stored up for us, and then we'll take care of that the way He sees fit. But it's just wonderful to see the development and the advances that we've been able to make.
Many years ago, there was a little rundown cabin, and for those of you who have visited us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was so scary you hardly wanted to walk into it. But we've decided to renovate it without investing too much. I think we've invested about 3,000 reais and a lot of hard work, but it is going to be used for our Camp Sam program, our LIT program for summer camp. And we have just about completed it. I think there's a few painting details left to do, but other than that, we're so grateful for that building. Now we are coming to the very end of our Panapana building project, and even some of the money that has been donated towards the building project we've been able to use for landscaping and also to get the Camp Sam building ready. So at this point in our financial fundraising, we are needing about 6,000 Canadian dollars. So if there are any of you that are wanting to help us just complete this project, be up and running it for January, please do so. Let us know if you have any questions or any doubts. You can donate online through Teach Beyond, or you can contact us personally and we can give you the address to send the check in. Thank you so much. You guys have been a huge part of this project. We recognize that God is in full control, because there's just absolutely no way we could have done this on our own. And we are just so grateful for this big team of people that are praying for us and supporting us, that are behind us. Thank you so much.